Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got...
There he goes! And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The short hands, it's Price. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Salter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Finds a spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Moss. Looking to scramble. Finds his big tight end. Knocked off his feet. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They booted away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One final play before the end of the quarter. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the final play of the first quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides to the back. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. He's at, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Wide receiver going in motion. They go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off play action on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for room, it's Watson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Get it out on the screen. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. A low line drive and not his best work. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to take off. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying the left side. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Moss. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Going to the running game. Running to Green. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position, Gabe. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punter.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
On 1st down from their own 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going over the top. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
To the air, it's Moss. Pocket breaking down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They give it to him again. There he goes. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Moss. Caught in the backfield, it's Skinner. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Hayden. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Salter. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Hold and finds his man on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
He's got it. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to throw. It's Moss. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Price. Shakes off the defender.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll go to the toss. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Still looking on the move. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Bring in the heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense has tried to throw the football twice now in goal-to-go situations. They haven't come up with anything positive. You know the windows get a lot smaller down here. This is going to be a very tough play on third down trying to generate a touchdown.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Moss. Scrambling away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. A strike downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play to force a negative.
Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Brown has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Skinner. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
Gain of 16. 1st and goal, Colorado.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.